Okay.
Every single day.
This one ought to make life so fun you don't even have time to scroll. So as someone who actually have time to scroll and have love my life, blah blah something information, it's relatable to me in some way. Here you go. Let's check it out. Maybe I'll discover something.
Day is different. Every single day is different. That's a fact. No 2 days are the same. And yet, why do they all start to blur together? Why does it feel like you're living the same day over and over? Looking back, especially during my early high school years, all of my days felt identical. I'd wake up, go to school, come home, maybe do some homework, and then play video games. It wasn't always bad, it was just the same. But since then, things have changed. Nowadays, most of my days genuinely feel like 10 out of 10. And honestly, it all started with one game, Breath of the Wild. I can't fully describe how magical and awe-inspiring it was to play it for the first time. I'd never played an open world game before. I was used to linear games that pushed you from point A to point B. But Breath of the Wild flipped everything I knew upside down. You wake up as Link after a 100-year slumber. You step outside, and this massive world just stretches out in front of you. You quickly realize you're stuck on a high plateau with no.
I don't know. I will just just post for break. I'll just say it. If you never played Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, play it. It's worth though. If it's worth buying a Switch just for these two games. I swear to you. I swear to you, it is that good.
Way down. Luckily, a mysterious old man offers you his paraglider, but only if you can complete 4 shrines. So you do, but here's the thing. Unlike basically every other tutorial in a game, Breath of the Wild.
By the way, Back, you were there when I was playing Breath of the Wild. I remember, like, these were like a long time ago. Like when I was a little Twitch streamer, when I was just like commencing my journey. God damn.
The Wild doesn't shove you through a checklist. It doesn't hold your hand, it doesn't funnel you in a straight line. It gives you the basics and then lets you go. You can climb trees, sneak into monster camps, use logs as bridges or as boats, use fire to explode enemies, or even push boulders and send them tumbling into enemy camps. There's so much to do, so much to see, so much to explore. The game doesn't explain everything, it lets you figure things out. An obvious example of this is the shrine in the snow area. At first, I kept losing health due to the cold weather, but then I found some spicy peppers near a monster camp. I cooked them and suddenly I had a dish that kept me warm. The game never told me to do that. It simply lets you find the pieces of the puzzle and put them together yourself. The fascinating thing is, there's usually no right answer, but several different ways you can accomplish things. The way the game is designed encourages players to explore and experiment. Like, every time I climbed a hill in the game, I saw 3 new locations in the distance I wanted to explore. And once I got to one of them, I saw 3 more. The developers engineered the game in such a way so that the landscape was always opening up new locations for you to discover, but not so many that it felt overwhelming. That constant feeling of wonder, of curiosity pulling you forward, that's what made the game feel so alive. That's why playing this game always felt like a 10 out of 10 experience for me.
Yeah, and to be honest, like the game itself really wasn't tiring when it comes to seeing this faraway place that you want to explore and actually going into this adventure of going there, you know? Like this is one of the things that Breath of the Wild really did well, where it's like you want to explore this faraway place. Well, you can, and it's not annoying. It's not like tiring. It's not like it is a journey, and this is something that they really did well. And by the time you're there, you will live like a couple adventures because you discovered a new camp or a new village or and it's really fucking cool.
Playing these games got me wondering, if a fictional world like this can feel this exciting, with limited items, people, and events, how much more exciting is the real world? And that's the key to never being bored again, to making every day an adventure. You simply stay curious. in an almost childlike, passionate way. That's what I started doing. Instead of zoning out of school, I got genuinely interested. I was always the kind of kid to never question anything or raise my hand in class. But math got way more fun when I started tackling hard questions and connecting what I learned to other topics.
And then they tell you that like fucking video games ruins people's life. Here's the fucking perfect example that we as gamers, you know, like as people as fan of fantasies and dreamers, you can call us, you know. Like here's the perfect fucking example. Like here's the fucking example of a video game made the life of someone better. Stop being intolerant about video games. This man just out of like the name of the video is how to make life so fun you don't even have the time to scroll, right? Have time to scroll. Uh, this dude went to a fucking like did a metaphor and explained his life story, right? J- Explaining basically that like Breath of the Wild made his life better. Like that's why stop being intolerant about like video games ruining people's life. Video games, you do not understand them. You do not understand what it brings to people, how much creativity it is, and you don't understand that like if you like how much the world is like a dark place to a lot of people that are not as fucking like as fucking brave as other generations, or there are just like people that are just scared of this world, and then they discover another world and it helps them fucking deal with this world. So yeah, thank you so much for like giving me like this is the perfect example a video game actually improved my life. So yeah, anyway.
Conversations became way more enjoyable when people talked about something I didn't know, because I got to learn. I was genuinely interested in what they had to say. Even the walk home became an adventure when I chose to take a different route, or stop by a park, library, or shop I'd never entered before. You know, they say curiosity killed the cat. But honestly, I think a life without curiosity isn't much of a life at all. Because when you're
That is absolutely true. Like curiosity and a life without curiosity and without fantasy, without love, you know, like fuck the people who tell you that like that these are like it's so much more beautiful to dream of colorful, you know.
you're learning something new every day, something which interests you, that's when the day stops blending into the others and starts standing out. That's why I'll always choose the cat that got killed by curiosity over the cat that never left home. Because the risk of curiosity is far better than the safety of boredom. But being curious doesn't just make every single day better. The more you explore, the more you learn about the world, then the more you start to learn about yourself. You begin to discover what lights you up and what doesn't. So it might sound crazy, but live your life like you're playing Breath of the Wild. Follow the breadcrumb trail, just like how playing Breath of the Wild leads you on a journey of curiosity, from one discovery to the next. Follow the discoveries
This is such an adorable way to say it. I really like the way he compares it. I really love the energy of this guy.
in real life, from one interesting thing to another. For example, recently there was a guy hanging around this running club I go to. I'd never seen him before, and I wondered why he was there. I'm not one to go up to strangers and make small talk, but I was curious. I asked if he wanted to join us. He did, and we ended up running together. Now we're friends. While he talked, I found out he really enjoys walking. Like, he walks entire marathons. Before that day, I didn't even realize that was something people actually did for fun, let alone felt passionate about. And that's what's funny. He didn't realize running could be fun either, or that someone could be so passionate about it like me. That one moment, that tiny spark of curiosity, turned into something meaningful. And that's what it's really about, following the trail. Not because you know where it's going, but because something about it pulls you in. So I want you to try something. Be curious today, even if it's just once. It could be a topic in a conversation, a route you've never taken, a hobby you've never tried. Whatever it is, follow the spark.
And I'll add to that because, well, I've done a lot of things in my life. I pretty much like experienced life and to fucking like I went hardcore in it, right? Start small. Like his advice is really good. The only thing that like I will add to that is just start small, you know? Like buy something that like you were always curious about or like you wanted to discover. Don't put yourself like this unachievable challenge right away. But don't forget this unachievable challenge for later. Once the small challenges that you give yourself are either achieved or you notice that it wasn't for you, you know. And like he says, like follow the spark, but start small. Begin with like a small adventure, and then you can like, and then you'll grow like this. This is actually such a beautiful message. I absolutely love what he says.
Because life is like the Great Plateau. You're just like Link, following your mission or still looking for one, which is great. But it's the tiny details, the random interests, the spontaneous side quests. That's what makes the journey 10 times more interesting. And that's how you never be bored again. Keep your sword sharp. Bye bye.
So, this thank you Nightfall for subscribe to Nightfall if you didn't. Yeah, like this is really interesting actually. Uh, this is actually really interesting. I really love his perspective. It's a perspective that really changes from like the usual you have to grind it out, you have to fucking like you have to fucking like get dirty, you know, like no, you allow yourself to go on an adventure and start small. So begin with adventure that is not dangerous, that is not scary, and then keep on going. Maybe something a little bit more challenging, you know? He's completely right. Like, follow the spark. Like he says, follow the spark. Anyway.